Step into my office. Maybe someday I'll be fortunate enough to have an office this nice. Anyway, so the PLUGD album, if it's not obvious from the title, is the songs that have distorted guitars, and you know, some of the songs I'm screaming on and stuff. So that's why it's called PLUGD. And the cover, I was fortunate enough to have an artist named Eileen Millard do like a painting of me. I'm not sure what she used to create the drawing, the painting. Let's go through some of these songs. The first one on it's called Kellen, and that's just a song I wrote kind of like, I basically wrote it on the spot. I was drinking with a friend of mine one night, strumming and making up words, and that's what came out. And I overdubbed the guitar solo, and the guitar solo was also his first take. I was really feeling it. I was in the zone for that one for sure. The next song's called Feels Like I'm Running. Wanted to make it kind of intense. And one thing that's cool about that song is there's this crazy ass guitar part that comes in that I recorded when I was in Middle Tennessee State University, in my dorm room. And I think I was kind of messed up, and I was like I had all my pedals on, and I was like hitting my guitar, and it was getting like this weird feedback and stuff, and it just sounded really cool. So I recorded that, you know, and then a few years later, 5 years later or something, 4 years later, I wrote Feels Like I'm Running, and then I threw that guitar solo thing in there, and it just sounds perfect. It sounds like it was made for that song or something. So. But it's basically about being fed up with the world and waking up and feeling like you're trapped to do anything about it. You can't do anything to change it. It just feels like you're in this constant state of fight or flight. Hence the title, Feels Like I'm Running. Next song's called Alive. I wrote that song in the farmhouse when I was probably like 15 or something, maybe 16, and the song's just about, you know, kind of feeling like you don't belong in this world. I like the way it turned out, so I think out of all the songs on this album, it's probably one of the better ones. Trip With Me is just kind of I don't know, it's just a different sort of song, alternative rock sort of sounding, trying to sing it a little different. Everything, I wrote that when I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I think my life was probably as dark as it's ever been when I wrote that song. So I think I was kind of writing that song to myself, trying to say like everything's gonna be alright, even though you're in the midst of this dark period in your life. Out of My Mind, I wrote that in the farmhouse when I was a teenager. I think the inspiration for that song is just, I don't know what the inspiration for it was really. So I wrote that song, I'm Alone, talking about walking home from school and cars driving by me and nobody wants to pick me up and give me a ride. And I came up with the melody and some of the lyrics for that song like while I was walking down the road. Give You Hell. There's actually a guy named Andrew Douglas helps me sing the chorus for that one, because Walking Dead, I wanted to write a song without really knowing what the song was. So like I made the beat, and then I just did kind of some drone-ish sort of guitars, and then I added some more layers to it, and then I just found some lyrics that I thought went well with it, and like I wanted to kind of make my voice sound nasty and rough and stuff. I wasn't trying to sing necessarily, which I think I succeeded with that. Anyway, Miracle of Life. It's just I guess I was trying to make it sound like in the beginning like you're born, so it's kind of slow and stuff, and then it goes into this faster pace, like, you know, life. This is life. We're living life. I don't know why I did that. It's supposed to be just a song about miracle of life. I don't know. Yeah. So let's move on. Number one. I think I was kind of poking fun at myself, and also poking fun at the idea of just like being number one or whatever. It's like, I don't know, it must be a horrible existence if you strive to be number one at anything. I think it's great that people want to achieve great things, but I think wanting to be number one is more of a narcissistic sort of attitude. Oh hey, I'm getting a call. Alright, where were we there? My problem is just a very serious sounding song. You know, it's kind of dark, like screaming about dying and stuff in it. So, questions. I wrote questions when I moved back to Michigan. It was like 2012 or something when I wrote it. And it was after not writing any music for a long time. It felt like a couple of years maybe. And it was, the theme of that song was just basically feeling like you're just totally lost, you know? Lost and alone. Sad song. I Miss Feeling, just a song about getting to the point where you're feeling so blah all the time, or you're just feeling so just down and depressed all the time that it's almost like you don't feel anything, you know? The Other Day, just kind of a wild song where I wrote that song just spontaneously, kind of like I did with Kellen. Just started strumming and I was feeling it and just started singing stuff, and that's what came out. Thought it sounded kind of cool, so kept it. Still Together. I wrote that at the farmhouse when I was a teenager, and it was one of the first like songs that I'd written that you could hear I was starting to get better at just putting together my songs and having like the different parts work together. Guitar Wasteland. This is exactly what that song sounds like. It sounds like a guitar wasteland for sure. Just some tripped out jam that I thought turned out cool, so I put it on to end the album with. Alright, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate your support. I'll see you next time. Hello? Oh shoot, did I answer that right? Hold on just a second. I think I don't know how to use my phone apparently.